$40 for an hour and a half. All right, good morning. So $29.15 was my cost of delivery yesterday. Yeah, the gas for yesterday was about a 15% of the income that I made. So that's a little higher than I like, but I did some distance driving. So, you know, it was okay. Anyway, so I am here at Walmart getting ready to pick up my next order. It's a multi-drop. All right, so I got one grocery order, whole bunch of stuff, including a patio table. Anyways, it was pretty light, so I don't think there's gonna be an issue. Let's deliver. All right, got the first one dropped off for Brandon. And it was the only perishables. So the rest of them are all just little easy things. So I'm gonna drop them off next. I did want to tread carefully here. So I don't normally get into politics. I don't normally get into like things that are like current events, things that are happening too much, that are taking up the news. But I wanted to talk about Newsboys, the Christian band. So, been a fan of Newsboys for a long time. Back Peter Fuller days. Entertaining Angels, Shine, all the way up to, God's Not Dead and all their newer stuff. I've been a big fan. But what I'm encountering is there's a big scandal going on with Michael Tate. And this is sad. This is a terrible thing all the way around. The band is disputing some of the things that have happened. And so I'm not going to get into all the details of it. But I want to talk briefly about people. People are people. People are human. I expect people to fall and stumble along the way. That's part of life. That's part of who we are as humans. Oftentimes here, that people don't like Christian music because they consider them a bunch of hypocrites, or that it's too people-centered. I don't follow the artists too closely. I like the music. And if the music is God praising and helps me in my daily walk, and they're on the side and they're stumbling and stuff, I'm going to pray for them. I'm not going to stop listening to their music. I'm not going to turn my back on them. Now, if there was criminal activity that took place, I do want accountability for it. And that kind of stuff. But that, as far as I know, nobody has ever been charged with a crime. And actually, some police reports contradict what's actually being broadcast. So it's one of those things where you just got to kind of decide what it is that you want to believe and what you want to think. I myself am not going to pass judgment. I'm going to pray for them. I'm going to pray for the alleged victims. And the industry in general. But more than all, I'm going to keep my eyes focused on my Lord Jesus. I'm going to follow what he wants me to do. All right, so check out this pair of statues. I love this kind of stuff. Those are cool. And then some deer, some bunnies, bears, owls. All in all, very cool. And that is a beautiful car. Oh my goodness. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so I finished my first Walmart Spark. I'm over here in Boise. I'm going over to Cole for another Walmart Spark that's taking me back to Star, back to the other side of the valley where I like to work. Anyways, I stopped at, got me some KFC, and now I'm gonna head on over to Walmart. All right, so I have this huge order, but the good thing is they have a couple of shopping carts at my drop-off. It's a nursing home, that I can just go ahead and I can put everything into this shopping cart and then wheel it up to the building, and the staff will take it. So I'm not complaining. These guys thought this through, and I'm appreciative of it. So there's the other shopping cart right there. I am pleased. I'm pleased. Thank you very much. I love when I get an opportunity to just enjoy the country, and here it is. Beautiful. All right, so I have dropped off all of the Walmarts, and I saw a snake, and it disappeared. I don't know where it went. Anyways, I'm not a big fan of snakes, so I prefer that they stay where they're supposed to stay. But I was talking to the customer, and we were both trying to get our phones ready to take a picture of it, and it disappeared. We're like, where'd it go? And it was not very far from us. So it wasn't a rattler. It was just like a garden snake, but still the concept. It was a snake, and it disappeared, and I left. That's a nice looking piece. Antique stove. Very, very cool. I like it. In Nampa, Idaho, is the Great Studdard Pathway. This pathway actually runs along the path that the railroad tracks used to run on. The railroad tracks actually started from downtown Nampa and ran all the way out to Melba. But this pathway will go from downtown Nampa out past Locust. So it is a few miles long. Definitely worth the walk. Hope you enjoy it. Overall, it's been a great day. Thanks for watching.